Now, going over to the business part of the podcast, yeah, Toyota might just take on the Ford Maverick. Imagine a small truck that is actually reliable. Now, this is brought to us thanks to Motor1.com, and they say, quote, Toyota is building a small truck to rival the Ford Maverick, and here's everything we know. Toyota is finally getting in on the compact pickup game, and now expected the offering in 2027. There, you can see a little rendering right there. Apologies as I move that around on the main screen so you don't see me staring to the side, but rather directly at the camera. And it doesn't look too shabby. And it's kind of funny to think trucks in the United States have gotten so big throughout the years because the EPA basically saying, well, you can have this emissions, but the truck has to be this size. So people always blame the automotive manufacturers. Why is Ford? Why is Toyota? Why is Chevy? They make their trucks bigger and bigger every year because they have to. If you want that horsepower, you want that torque, you want that engine, well, it needs to be made bigger, heavier, larger because of US bureaucratic crap at the EPA. Now, diving into this article, and it doesn't look too bad. Looks pretty good, albeit it does just look like a smaller Toyota Tacoma. Now, this is credit to Anthony Elons, who's a writer at, again, Motor1.com. He says, quote, Toyota is officially developing a new pickup that will slot below the Tacoma in its lineup, which, again, is also hilarious. The Toyota Tacoma now is bigger than the Tundra was years ago, with the Tundra being their full-size pickup. Though I'm a little partial. If I had to get a new truck, it would obviously be a Toyota Tacoma, because it's the only truck you can get in the United States with a stick shift, known as a manual transmission or having a third pedal, which is 1,000 times more fun than a regular vehicle, and they have fun colors like green, but I partially digress. They know that the truck is being designed to compete directly with the Ford Maverick and Hyundai Santa Cruz. This compact truck is still a few years away, but it's definitely on the way. They noted in May 2025, with an interview with Motor Trend, Cooper Erickson, Toyota North America's head of planning and strategy, confirmed the project, and he says it's not a matter of if at this point, it's a matter of when. And then he noted the primary challenge has been timing, and the company has prioritized advancing its hybrid and electric vehicles lately, which, meh. They note that while details remain limited, we can start piecing together what to expect in terms of platforms, powertrain options, and pricing. Erickson offered a few early hints, but the full picture will come to full focus once the truck is officially debuting, whenever that may be. In the meantime, here's everything we know about Toyota's upcoming compact truck. Now, they said, oh, there's no way they would bastardize the glorious name of the Hilux. Will they? Heaven forbid, making a hybrid or an EV or something unreliable. Now, they know that Toyota hasn't announced the name of the upcoming compact pickup, but there's several possibilities. One option being the Hilux, a globally recognized nameplate that has never been in the United States. Now, they say, however, given its association with rugged mid-sized trucks, it's unlikely Toyota repurposes the nameplate for a similar, more urban-focused model. And also, less reliable. Because again, because the United States regulations, the EPA, and all the safety and all the fuel economy crap, now, thank God they're rolling it back finally. But yeah, if you want a bulletproof vehicle or a vehicle that's damn near bulletproof, you don't want all the extra safety crap, or you don't want all the extra emission stuff, which usually just makes the vehicle more unreliable. And I don't think they would want to drag the name of the Hilux through the mud. It is an icon. And again, the ones that, if you could actually import one in the United States, they're damn near bulletproof. It's one of the best vehicles. Motor Trend could barely even kill it when they drain the fluids out of the engine. That is almost unparalleled reliability. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be named after the iconic Hilux. They note that another possibility for a candidate name is a Stout, which I'm pretty sure the people across the pond just think of alcohol when it comes to a Stout. They said Toyota trademarked the name originally in Argentina in 2022, sparking speculation about its return. Originally introduced in 1954 on a light-duty truck, the Stout name carries historical weight and could be well-suited for a compact revival. Now, they note that, or they question, what platform will the compact truck ride on? Toyota's upcoming compact pickup will feature a unibody construction, ride on TNGA, which is Toyota's new global architecture platform, but it's still unclear which one. Or the rumors point out to a Corolla-based truck using the TNGAC platform, which also underpins the Corolla Cross, and CHR. So that setup might be too small for the demands of a pickup. A more likely candidate is the TNGA-K platform shared by larger models like the Camry, RAV4, and Highlander, which, yeah, given the size of those vehicles like the RAV4, the Highlander, and Camry, that would probably be more in line with what the vehicle would demand. Which, what the heck? Looks like that's a rendering right there. Now, they note that the architecture offers great compatibility and would be better suited to a pickup's needs, particularly when it comes to the towing and payload. For reference, the RAV4 can tow up to 3,500 pounds, whereas the CR is limited to just 1,233 pounds, which, yeah, that That's not going to cut it, even if most of these end up being pavement queens, where maybe you throw some Home Depot supplies into the bed of the truck, but yeah, it's not going to be like a Ford F-150. And again, that's not the point. This is, a compact truck. Now, they note that the TNGA-K platform will also provide greater interior space. They say, despite its unibody construction, Toyota's new compact truck is expected to borrow design cues from its body-on-frame siblings. Look for rugged aesthetics, including trapezoidal grille, blocky headlights, big fender flares, and prominent wheel arches. They note that there's also potential for variation within the lineup. Toyota could offer a lowered, street-oriented version alongside with a more off-road likely TRD Pro variant, but there's no reason they couldn't coexist, which, yeah, they're definitely going to do they would do a TRD Pro variant. That's basically, just like Chevrolet, well, back when they made the awesome Camaro, had the SS. That's basically the high-end, fancy bells and whistles off-roading machine trim line for the trucks. Well, all their vehicles, the TRD, but yeah, of course they're going to do that. More expensive, higher profit margins. They changed a lot. They changed a fair amount, but again, it's very profitable. So obviously, I think it's safe to say they're going to have one of those types of options out there. And they say that inside, if the truck shares a platform with models like the RAV4 Corolla, its cabin will likely be refined than rugged. Don't expect oversized knobs or chunky grab handles found in the Tacoma or Tundra. Instead, anticipate a more car-like interior equipped with modern technology and advanced safety features, which not one truck owner I think has ever actually wanted. Again, if this is a more utilitarian vehicle. Now they say, what will power it? There's little doubt that Toyota's new compact will be a hybrid only. Offered in both front and all-wheel drive configurations, it will likely borrow its powertrain options from the RAV4, which is going all hybrid for 2026, which, goodbye reliability. It blows my mind how many people buy hybrids in the United States, which again, inevitably might last 10 years before the battery breaks or goes bad. At which point, just like a smartphone, good luck maintaining that long term. A Toyota with a gas engine, though, that'll last about 300, 400,000 miles plus, maybe a couple of centuries. I mean, all those things where after a nuclear fallout, Twinkies will be around, cockroaches will be around, and a Toyota pickup truck with a gas engine will all be around and working. Now, they note that Toyota's 2.5-liter four-cylinder hybrid currently delivers 226 or 236 horsepower in the RAV4, depending on the drivetrain choice for the consumer. Who's buying this? There's also a plug-in hybrid for the RAV4 Prime that produces 320 horsepower. If Toyota decides to offer that powertrain to the truck, it could instantly become the most powerful pickup in its class. So, not the most reliable. Now they're saying, how much will Toyota's truck cost to compete with the Ford Maverick and Hyundai Santa Cruz? Toyota's new compact truck will likely need to start around $30,000. The Maverick starts slightly below that, while the Santa Cruz starts just above that. They say the new model will need to undercut the Tacoma, which starts at $33,085 for the basic SR Extra cab. That price gap leaves plenty of room for a smaller, more affordable offering. We expect Toyota's compact truck, top of the line, to come out around $45,000 in fully loaded form. Again, they're expecting this debut hit dealerships around 2027. They also say we might see a concept revival or even an early production preview sometime in 2026, but for now, all signs point to a 2027 launch. Which, again, Ford definitely proved that the market is still out there for a compact truck. Again, people are buying up the Maverick left and right, especially when it first debuted with lower price point. Now, imagine having that small compact truck that's actually reliable, aka a Toyota. Yeah, it's going to cost a little bit more, but I can't help but think these things are going to sell like hotcakes. Now, you know me. I think you should have a stick shift, also known as a manual transmission. I'm pretty skeptical if they'll have that with this type of option. I mean, they should. But yeah, I think it'll be pretty good for consumers. And let me know if you had, won the lottery, had to buy one compact truck. Would you pick the Ford Maverick, the Hyundai Santa Cruz, or the upcoming Toyota, perhaps to be named Stout? Let me know your thoughts and comments, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get to 6,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so click that button. I really appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comments. Great way to give me some additional feedback. Let me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone, everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.